Right, okay, welcome everybody to another Broodscale video. This going to be running exactly the same list through as last time, with this being my deck of choice for the modern events in Liverpool at the Spotlight Series in a couple of weeks. So I think this list is really good, and what I'm gonna look to play. So, what do we think about this? It's got the Blade, it's got double Devourer, which would need to look for a land, but it doesn't have the Rumble. So if we go this, then land Rumble. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Like, Emrakul is pretty good as well. I'm going to fire off both Devourers, just to make absolutely sure we find a land. Eldrazi Temple is perfect. And I mean, there's some good ones to exile, but yeah, just need to keep the temple. I'm just going to play out the Blade here. Having these two isn't great, but we're highly reliant on this Rumble resolving. If the opponent goes blue land go, it's a little bit awkward. So annoying, we've got rid of two of our Kozilek's commands. Okay, Eldrazi Temple as well. Okay, so Temple, Rumble. Well, we'll take a Grove of the Burnwillows, and we put two types into the graveyard. See what we can find. Next turn, I mean, yeah, we're probably going Soul Guide Lantern. Soul Guide Lantern is not a May ability, so when it enters you have to exile something from a graveyard if available. But we have lots of sorceries, so... Our best draw is Glaring Fleshraker, I think. Or can we go off if we draw Broodscale? So go Broodscale, equip. And then, yeah, I think actually we can... Yeah, we could go off next turn if we draw Broodscale. Because we have... like this casts Broodscale that equips, and then sacking this starts the combo. Okay, there's a Fleshraker. And, okay, so it's an Opal kind of build. See if they have any more artifacts. Right. Let's draw another temple. So let's go Lantern. Obviously exile one of our sorceries. I'm just going to draw, I think. We can play another one. So yeah, we'll just draw. Saga is interesting. 3 card types, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to play Saga. Equip here, because then this starts growing if they start sacrificing the spawns. Still a couple turns away from Emrakul. Next turn 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. We can do it the turn Saga goes off. Obviously these Devourers don't really do anything at this point. Probably cut some of them post sideboard. They just don't, yeah, they're just a 6/6 for 7 that helps in your opening hand. Darksteel Citadel, okay. So, interesting build here. Okay, there's a Rumble, Tezzeret, they've got Emrakul. Oh, so this is probably actually the mirror, some sort of version. Because Tezzeret can go and find the blade. What did they take? Emrakul, the Promised End. Oh, they put a lot of stuff in there as well. Next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They will have Emrakul next turn. Find another Saga. 2, 4. So he could cast a Devourer here, but he doesn't really do anything. And we don't want to get rid of Spawn. Yeah, I think we just have to pass. Maybe should have played the Saga out. That was a very good Rumble. We're just going to be a turn behind. Oh, they have a Kozilek's Command as well. That's pretty brutal. Do we just concede? We can make a token. Yeah, that's going to Emrakul us. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so they just have Emrakul mana on the board. But then if they cast Emrakul as well. You do have a 5/6 Eldrazi Spawn. I'm not actually going to sack it, because if they want to, I suppose they can just kill everything anyway. Soul Guide Lantern, which they can cast. Okay, we'll just concede there. This is going to exile our graveyard. Okay, so the mirror. Probably want Dismembers and Sowing Mycospawn. Haywire Might. Pick Your Poison is probably good. Don't think we want Bauble. Needle for Tezzeret is okay. Don't know if we want this. Warping Whale. Got 5 cuts to make. What is it? Pithing, maybe. Yeah, Pithing Needle is probably a bit narrow. Dismember is good. Haywire Might's good. Pick Your Poison is good. Oh, Devourers. I might just even cut all the Devourers. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. Like we could bring in some Sires, but notably this makes it harder to use our Ugin's Labyrinths. But I think that's the better option here. Yep, play first. And yeah, this sounds pretty good. I'm gonna just run out the Haywire Might on 1. Are we? Maybe not. Yeah, because it's like an artifact and creature, potentially for Emrakul. So yeah, land, Haywire Might. Next time we'll go Rumble. Hope to find something like Eldrazi Temple would be good. Opponent has a temple. If we find temple, I'll probably play the Flesh Raker. Yeah, gonna just play it. Well, attack for 1. That was a really good draw. Flesh Raker. This could just walk straight into a Dismember. But I think that's better than rumbling there. Because if this survives, we get to rumble and ping them for 1. Looks like I do have Dismember. I might now... We're probably killing this Citadel, honestly. Just, like, pick your poison, this Wasteland here, or Haywire Might. Okay, they have the Blade and the Opal. So... Can't do anything with that because this is non... Can't target the Haywire Might. But now we do need to Haywire Might the Blade. Which is a little bit annoying because we can't progress our board here. I suppose I could have rumbled, looked for a green land. I think I'm just going to do this now. Just because it turns off Metalcraft for their turn. That could be wrong. Okay, Saga, so pick your poison is good here. Okay, I think I want to rumble though, look for a land. Oh, we do find one, but sadly not a green one. But we do go off next turn potentially. Because we can go Broodscale, fetch Blade, equip Blade. Yeah, fetch Blade, equip Blade, and then Emrakul them. I guess, yeah, it depends what they have. If they have another Dismember, or they can do it with Kozilek's Command. I wonder if we draw a land, it might be possible to adapt. Okay. Well, we draw a Kozilek's Command. Make a mana here. I think I'm just getting Blade. Could get another Haywire, might exile this. Could get Springleaf Drum, go sack this, hold up Kozilek's Command. I think I'm just going to get the Blade. Might just scry and then get rid of the Saga, try and go off next turn. Scry X, make some spawn. Yeah. I think that's fine, because if I go Broodscale and they just kill it, we're not in great shape. Could I just cast Emrakul here? 5. 6 from the floating Saga. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not quite, but I might be able to now. So we want the land on the top. So bottom. I'm happy to draw that one next turn. Land, 7 card types. So yeah, just enough for Emrakul. A happy number. Obviously we failed to find with Saga. Walk this into Emrakul. It depends what they've got in hand. So they make a token, which is fine. Okay. So they draw Rumble. They have no green mana. I think we're just letting this go. Yeah, okay. See what they have. Soul Guide Lantern. Haywire Might. So if we get Haywire Might, we can exile their land. Okay, get Haywire Might. Add green. Well, this is quite a lot of card types for Emrakul. Dismember this guy. And then we can just walk the construct into Emrakul. And then they're at 13. Should be good enough. Yeah, Emrakul's just won both games there. Don't think we want Warping Whale. They brought in Thief. Maybe Thief is worth it. I mean, I think they fell into the same trap I did at first, which was thinking this was anything, but it is non-creature, non-land. Let me just run it back. Right, so we have an interesting hand here. Quite a lot of lands, but 2 Rumbles and a Blade. And a Temple. I think I'm going to keep it. It's not amazing, but I can definitely see a worse 6. These labyrinths aren't great. Unless we can draw like an Emrakul. But even then we need need some gas. Okay, stirrings. All else being equal, assuming we didn't draw anything better, I'm just going to go turn 1 Temple Blade. Okay, opponent takes a temple. We find stirrings as well. I think that's better. Do we take a Flesh Raker or do we take a Kozilek's Command? I think I'm going to go Kozilek's Command. I don't want to run Flesh Raker just out into a Dismember again. Okay, they go Flesh Raker. Well, that's Broodscale, so now we want to set up for next turn. So I think we go Rumble now. Or we could go Blade. Let's use our mana and go Rumble. We'll just take a Forest. Yeah, if the opponent taps out next turn, I think we can win. Because with infinite mana, Kozilek's Command cycles through our entire deck. So next turn we'll have 4 mana, 5 mana. Is that enough to play Blade and go off? Yes. If they don't... I don't know, depends. They're quite incentivized to do something with the Flesh Raker, I guess, but they could be holding on to a Kozilek's Command. I don't think we'll go for it if they just pass. Another Flesh Raker's scary, and they're holding up 1 mana for a Dismember. Well, 2 mana. Okay, they're going off here. Annoyingly, that means they can now Kozilek's Command our Broodscale. Do we just go? Do we just have to go for it here? So we go. Trouble is they go kill Broodscale in response to equip. So we go land, Broodscale, equip Broodscale. If it gets dismembered, we're kind of not doing much. The alternative is we can Kozilek's Command for 1, 2, 3, exile a Flesh Raker, scry and draw. Or we could go Rumble. I kind of feel like we have to go for it here. It's so likely that they can get rid of our Broodscale is the problem. Let me know what you do here. If you know, they've got 2 cards in hand. Things that do it are Dismember and Kozilek's Command. If we go for it, let's go land, add to this Broodscale. We can't go off again, but it doesn't matter if they have Dismember. Is it better to go for it now rather than just lose slowly? It all hinges around whether they have it. Like it looks quite likely. But is it getting any better for us? I suppose we could try and scry into an Emrakul. Like exile this. I think actually playing it slower is better here. Just go land. Exile one of these. And then do we scry and draw? But this is our win con as well. God, it's difficult, this one. So good blade. Actually, we don't have it, do we? Because we have to cast the blade as well. So blade, thingy, equip. Yeah, we do have it. They dismember. We can kind of do some stuff next turn. They've only got one card in hand. I think I'm going to go for it. Although, oh, again, I've miscounted, haven't I? Because we go Basking Broodscale. And we can't equip. Oh, that's annoying. I miscounted. Yeah, that was stupid. Well, we'll take an Emrakul. Pass and hope they don't kill us. It's quite an ask with double Flesh Raker. So yeah, that was possibly moot. I probably couldn't have gone off there anyway. Sorry for. Yeah, I really need. That's something I'm gonna try and practice before tournaments. Is counting how much mana we need. We didn't do anything, but I think we're dead to Kozilek's command here anyway. We've got 3 cards in hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if the Kozilek's command for 5, that's probably lethal. Okay. Land blade. It's got 1 card. They can ping us twice more with the Saga. Paying cost means it's Kozilek's command. Oh, they just equip. So we have to chump here. Because otherwise they go sack, 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 sack. Yeah. They have 1 card in hand. They've played a land. We've only got 3 card types in the graveyard somehow. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another rumble. Like we just have to go for it here. They just kill us next turn otherwise, right? So go Broodscale, equip. So don't want to do that yet. I'm fairly confident their last card is Dismember. Well, no. They do make an infinite Flesh Raker. Okay, well, oh. So we'll go off here. Let's rumble, because we might find... Oh, actually, hold on. We want to scry our entire library, find Flesh Raker, and then play it. Yes, scry our entire library, find Flesh Raker, play it, so that we can rumble. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, we can just. Yeah, we just keep going. We have to make infinite mana. Well, we have to make 40 odd mana to scry our entire deck. Not the easiest way of doing it, but right, I'll do this and then I'll pause the video for now. Right, so yeah, we find Ballista, we find everything. So bottom, start putting stuff on the bottom. Annoyingly, this is not the easiest to do. Bottom. Obviously, in paper, this is a lot better. Start putting these on top now. And then we can just go off. We get the GG. So yeah, I need to get better at doing the maths for how this works, or how much mana I need to go off. I need to just think about it a bit more, I think. And then I didn't go for it the turn before, which we could have got punished for, but yeah, we do eventually get there. But yeah, so good to win the mirror. Let's move on to round 2. Right, so another case of wanting to do the maths. If we go Saga on 1, can we win on turn 3? Saga on 1, Broodscale on 2. Equip Broodscale if we find another land. I mean, we're definitely keeping it. I think this can if we find a land. So you go Saga on 1. Yeah, Saga on 1. Forest on 2. Okay, we're against Belcher. Now they've drawn the land, I'm just going to go Saga on 1. Play Pithing Needle. Goblin Charbelcher. Pass the turn. And then this turn I'm going to go Cavern of Souls on Eldrazi. See what they take. Take Lotus Bloom. Okay, draw a Temple. Let's go Cavern, Eldrazi. Pass. The next time we go and get Blade, equip Blade, and then we can make infinite colourless mana. I wonder if we can hold up don't know. Okay, so still no, we still haven't seen any sort of get Goblin Charbelcher. Okay, we do want to play around Jawari Ruins, given that we're making infinite mana. They could have Flare of Denial, we can't really play around it. So I'll make the mana. Get Blade. Equip Blade. Play, so this needs green. We can't use this to, yep, so go green, adapt. Then we have an infinite. Okay, so always yes. So we're actually attacking for infinite damage. And we can actually kill quite a lot of stuff anyway. Like we can kill both of the blockers, potentially. So we'll Devourer. And I guess the other one is actually so we need to Kozilek's command, but we want to make sure it's for a number that the opponent can't. What's the other free counter spell? They can have Force of Negation. We can't do anything about Force of Negation. I guess we don't need to go much further than this, because if they counter it, they counter it. Exile target creature, scry X draw. So yeah, we just need to make sure. What's the Disrupting Shoal? We want the CMC to be bigger than they can Disrupting Shoal for. Okay, well, yeah, they just don't have any interaction. So yeah, we're able to kill them on turn 3. Belcher, Vexing Bauble, yes. Warping Whale, no. Don't actually know here. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. That doesn't do anything against Belcher. Haywire Mite could be good. Living Near's great. Soul Guide doesn't do anything. Well, Soul Guide can be okay against Tameshi lines. Drum is okay. Want all the combo. Devour is not great. Although, we don't mind Devourer. Microsport's okay. What are we trimming? Might isn't amazing. I definitely don't want 2. Actually, I think I'm going to cut both. Although, are they likely to run Pithing Needle potentially? They don't run any sorceries. Let's just trim like that, I think. If anyone watched the Pro Tour a couple of weeks ago, saw Emrakul the Promised End take over a Belcher player's turn and then belch themselves, which is what we want to do here. I actually did that quite soon after. Might have been in the last league that I recorded for the channel, can't remember. Right, we have a 1-lander. We do have a Pithing Needle and a Kozilek's command, and we are on the draw. So we go turn 1 Needle, turn 2, if we find a land we can go Rumble. Are we risking a 1-lander? I don't think so. It just buys us so much time. I think I'm actually going to risk this. Maybe that's wrong, but if worse comes to worse, we can cycle Kozilek's command. And if we find a land, especially a green land, we're really good. Turn 2 Fleshraker as well is really good. Okay. Do I cycle it now? We don't need to play the needle now. I think higher upside. Goblin Char Voucher. There isn't as much of a lock. Well, not lock, but it's not as good here. Because they'll have quite a lot to bounce it post sideboard probably. Into the Floodmoor and stuff. So we really want to see a green land off the top. Probably a risky keep. We'll take any... Yeah, we'll take any land here, really. Just going like Fleshraker this turn and then Fleshraker Blade. Ah, no land. Scryax draw. Well, that's a good one to draw. Let's imprint the Devourer. I don't think I'm going to cast the Blade. Because then next time we can go Fleshraker. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass. Let's go and go Fleshraker Blade. If we draw a land, we might be able to go Fleshraker. I mean, we can at least go Fleshraker Blade Equip. Another Trainer. Non-creature, non-land. Okay, they find the sink, unfortunately. So we really want, if we find Temple, going like double Fleshrake is obviously really good. Drum is really good as well, actually. So let's go Fleshraker, cast Springleaf Drum. Deal them 1. We have 2 mana left. So let's go tap to add green. Rumble. I guess we could take Broodscale. But we haven't got actually. Oh, we do have green mana now. Yeah, let's go Broodscale. And then just, I guess Blade is kind of free. Then this coming turn, we can go, I mean, we can just go off. If they go, they can, I don't think, yeah, they don't have enough mana to sink and Belcher. If we can force them to use a sink on a Broodscale. Four cards in hand, we know one of them is sink. I think whatever happens with trying to go off this turn. Okay, opponent doesn't play a land, which means they don't have another one. Beseiju. I want to play that instead of besiegeing their land, I think. Because they've got another bloom coming off anyway. So if we go, we got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. If we go Fleshraker, then Broodscale, I think that's the way we want to do it. Oh, again, I should have done the maths here. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe we could have recalled. Broodscale. Broodscale is actually 0 mana here. Equip here. So opponent needs to sink now, but then we can just cast it again. Because we have the Springleaf Drum. Casting it again also serves to make some more Fleshraker things for what it's worth. Okay, so they sink that, so we might as well go tap that for mana. They could have another sink. Broodscale. Yeah, Broodscale again. 3 mana. They could have, what's it called? Consigned. Sink again. Okay. So no more green mana now. They go to 3, they go to 2. Okay, so they can't, yeah, they can't chuck a land in now. What we could also do here would be to go equip Blade here, attack with everything, and then yeah. So yeah, good to get the win against Belcher. See you for round 3. Right, gonna go ahead and mulligan this hand. Doesn't do quite enough. This one, yeah, this is a lot better. We're gonna, oh, don't hit mulligan. We're gonna keep and bottom one of these Myco spawns. We've got the Devourer and we have a Labyrinth to go with it, which is nice. Sewers, okay. So what we're looking for with this, okay, so some sort of Esper control by the look of it. So we have the Broodscale and we have the Saga. What are we looking for here? Could take Temple so we can go turn 3, kick Myco Spawn, or I think I was going to take Rumble here. Yeah, let's go Rumble. We could also, and against control decks, this is quite good. We can go Saga on 1, and then turn 2 make a construct, which is probably what I'm going to go for here. Because we don't just want to run something into counterspell. So we can go Ugin's Lab. Put Devourer underneath, and drawing Kozilek's Command is really good. But I quite like this. This is a big draw to the deck. You know, we can just now make these Saga tokens, and then threaten a combo at some point. So it looks like Esper Blink. There's a Psychic Frog. They do miss a land, so now, yeah, we're definitely making the construct here. And I'm probably just going to exile the frog. Might get Vexing Bauble, honestly. Can we go off here? So if I get Blade... Right, let's actually do the maths now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So if we go Broodscale, equip, we haven't got enough. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we've got 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, we only have 4. So Broodscale equip, we haven't got enough. So in that case, I think I'm just going to get Vexing Bauble and then go land, Kozilek's command, exile a creature, and we'll scry and draw. No, I'm going to make some spawn. Especially with the opponent missing a land. We have the Vexing Bauble, so we don't need to worry about force of negation. Hopefully the opponent will go for it anyway. That'd be very nice. Oh, it's... yeah, probably should have thought about that. It's actually Goryo's here. But still, Vexing Bauble was still good. Maybe I should have played that differently. They have the Goryos, which is a little bit rough. They don't find an ephemerate. Like, oh, they have Consign in the main. Well, that's not good for us. I would imagine they'll take Consign, but then if they want to consign the... Traxer trigger, they won't be able to consign whatever we do next. But yes, the Bauble shuts off Solitude and Force here. Well, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. What did they take? So they chooses Frog, Consign, and Strand. Frog, Strand, and Consign. Let's see if they want to consign the Atraxa trigger. Like they could be afraid they'll just die next turn. Yeah, okay. So find another Broodscale. We could go Rumble. We could go 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely want to find a land. This digs deeper. I think I want to go Rumble. Bit short on green mana here. How does it look if we go Emrakul? This is going to put... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we 5 with the sorcery. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. So we haven't quite got enough. I might just take the Emrakul though. Let's just check. 4 plus sorcery is 5, creature 6, blade 7, land 8. So we need 5 mana. 1, 2. So we are just short. And they do have Consign. So actually, I think I'm just going to take Grove here. Annoyingly. Yeah, we're 1 short if we didn't take the land. So I'll play the Grove. And then Micah Spawn. No, I think I'm just going to cast Broodscale. Keep these around. Don't know, maybe I was meant to take Emrakul there, but we know they have Consign. You know, they're just going to hold that up forever. Let's see what they do. They surveil a Faithful Mending. They haven't got another big creature in the graveyard. They do another frog. Oh, I auto yielded. Should have. I could have drawn a card. Okay, Flesh Raker's good. I think I'm going to go Mycospawn first. We'll kick it. Exile that land. They could consign both of these. Okay, they go Solitude. Okay, that's fine. They got Ephemerate. They could consign the Evoke trigger. Okay, so that gets rid of the consign. So I'm just going to go and get Cavern of Souls now, I think. Oh no, Eldrazi. Pass the turn. They use their Fliss round, I think. Easy block here on the Solitude. I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, I don't know. A bit surprised they didn't counter the Search. So they have 4 cards in hand. Where's the frog? I think I'm going to go... Ooh, that's a good draw. I'm going to go Flesh Raker. And then just pass. Because yeah, we can Kozilek's command for 1, which is enough to graveyard hate like a big Atraxa or something. Quantum Riddler, sure. Say put Grizzlebrand in and another frog, so they get to draw 2. Flying. So yeah, frog with Riddler is very, very strong because they just get to discard all their rubbish cards and replace them with new ones. They are keeping the 3 in their hand. Oh no, they have Ephemerate. So now I'm just going to cast this. So we'll go Scryex, draw. Do I just get rid of the Grizzlebrand? I think so. Exile card from graveyard, scry and draw. Because yeah, this way we get the trigger. Temple, no, we don't want that one. Well, we want that one. We'll take the uncounterable Emrakul. They've just used Ephemerate, so they'll have Ephemerate coming back off, and we can just Ephemerate on the Solitude. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you're joking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 1 mana short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, because we got the spawn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we just cast Emrakul here. Uncounterable. They can Solitude it. But so I'm not going to attack with my Myco spawn here. So yeah, we're obviously just... I actually don't think... Okay, they just discard everything to the frog anyway. Makes sense. They've got Ephemerate coming off. I don't know if we're going to Ephemerate the Solitude to get rid of the frog. So he's, although we could just attack. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. No, because we just go attack with frog into Emrakul, attack with Solitude into Sowing Myco Spawn. We draw planes. So we go discard this. Then we go, I'm just going to exile their entire graveyard, including Faithful Mending. Actually, is there anything we care about them not having? Oh yeah, we'll take frog, consign, pending. Oh, okay. Attack with both of these. We'll go block the frog, block block here. So they have no cards in hand, only 3 lands. Yeah, hard to see a way back for them now. Okay, they draw a land. We find Saga, so we'll cast this. We'll take the Fleshraker, Saga, Fleshraker, 2, 3, green, just getting as much damage as we can. And then we win the game next turn. Oh, we have the Devourer as well. Probably didn't need to do that. It's unlikely they run a Wrath. Well, I found Riddler into Riddler, which doesn't do that much. I mean, it draws a lot of cards. But, yeah. Okay, so decent result there. Opponent running Consign in the main, at least 1 copy. So we want the Vexing Bauble, we want the Grafdigger's Cage. Anything else? So we don't want Haywire Might. Pithing Needle's okay for Frog or Grizzlebrand. Solgar Lantern's obviously a slam dunk. Ballista we could consider trimming. I quite like Devourer. Microspawn isn't that great. Let's go with that. Right, what do we think of this one? It has all of the combo pieces, which is good. Yeah, I think we can keep this. I think it's fairly... I don't think I want to run out the blade right away. It's going to run out Temple Drum. So now we can go Flesh Raker, Blade, make a Scion. Which I think we want to do here. Drawing lands isn't obviously great. Okay, they have consign, that's okay. Okay, they surveil. We can still go infinite with Broodscale. Because we have 4 mana, which is enough. We have 5 mana, which is enough to go play Broodscale, equip Blade, adapt. So if we draw something that lets us go infinite. Okay, I'm just going to play a Broodscale here. Let's go Grove, Broodscale. Blade. It's not quite enough, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I really, God. So how could we? Could I have gone off in any way there if I'd put the counter on first, maybe? I probably shouldn't have played the Blade, because now we're weak to Prismatic Ending. They binned a Wrath of the Skies. Probably should have played around that as well. Okay. Notes for this matchup. Right, so how much mana did we have there? So you need 4, 5. But did we have to play the Blade as well? Yeah, so yeah, not quite enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Wrath of the Skies is brutal. Yeah, probably should have played around that. If we draw another Blade, well, Kozilek's Command is good. So let's go land. Do I just do it now? It's tempting. They can't kill us next turn, I don't think. I'm just going to do it now. Scryx, draw, make spawn. Two card types. This will add another 2. So I think we go bottom, top, draw that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not gonna play the cage, because then 4 card types, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we play Boseiju next turn, and we get to cast Emrakul. Thoughtseize is fine actually, because yeah, we put Emrakul on top. They take Broodscale, so I'm just gonna. Oh, yeah, that doesn't add any types. I mean, this is bad into. consign, I guess, but yeah, they looks like they do have it. Okay, Faithful Mending looking for consign, but they can't consign both pieces now. Yeah, playing a little loose. It'd be interesting to know how many games I've won with the combo versus how many games it's just Emrakul. I don't think I've won any games with Urza Saga Beatdown, like the constructs. See, yeah, they're obviously looking for consign. Solitude is good. If they have a white card to pair with it. Discard Ephemerate Swamp. Well, that all resolves. So they have Riddler, Atraxa. Okay, so we need to go Faithful Mending, ditch some stuff. Unless they find... We could go Riddler, Ephemerate, don't really want to do that. I'm just going to go Mending, I think. We want to hold up black and white. So let's hold up that and go this. Okay, so they found that. So we go discard. I mean, I haven't got any way to discard now, so we could risk it and just discard Riddler. I think it's actually, no, it's not actually that much of a risk. It's just go Riddler, Goryo's Vengeance. Play the land. Do I surveil here? If I surveil the land to the top, or do we just miss? But these cards do nothing. I'm going to surveil the land. Well, I'm going to try and surveil. Oh, we could. Oh, no, I can't cancel that, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they could go land, Atraxa. But, I mean, yeah, that's obviously better than anything else. They go Delta. Put them to 4, and then we'll cast the cage. Maybe I was just meant to miss. Because now if they go land... 1, 2, 3... They've got all of their surveil lands out. Okay, they can sign there. So they have Ephemerate Atraxa in hand. Hopefully they don't find an untapped land. Solitude would also be rough. Oh, they go to 1. Play Atraxa. But they go to 7. I mean, they have to block the Emrakul, but it does have Death Touch. Yeah, maybe I wasn't meant to do that. Maybe I was meant to just leave it. Atraxa, Thoughtseize, Plains, Goryo's Vengeance. I mean, that's good. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't quite do it. What could we find? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do it on 6. Find. Actually, we can just attack, right? They gain 7 up to 8. Oh no, they only take 5. You have Goryo's Vengeance though. Traxxas Thoughtseize Plains Goryo's Vengeance. And we know they have Ephemerate. We kind of have to attack. I suppose I could find another Emrakul. I think I'm just going to go for it. So let's go scry and draw. Make some spawn. I mean, there's another Emrakul. This is going to put... So let's go... in. So we can cast a Flesh Raker this turn. Yikes, this is quite hard. Oh, we can play Bauble and sack it. Is that any good? Not really. I think we just go 6, 10 mana. I'm just going to try and Emrakul them again next turn. So let's go bottom, bottom, top, 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 top. I don't think I'm going to attack. They kill our Emrakul. Then they can Goryo's Vengeance. No, I'll attack. I'm only on 4 minutes somehow as well. Okay. So they go to 2. Oh, they can't Thoughtseize, to be fair. So they could cast another Atraxa. They could go... They could go Goryo's Vengeance. We've got Broodscale into Broodscale coming, but we've got no way of drawing the cards. Maybe I should have bottom looking for another Kozilek's Command. They could go Plains and then hold up Ephemerate. the planes. Looks like they're just casting a Traxxas, which is actually really good for us because now we can just, well, I mean, we can Thoughtseize them. Let's see what they take. So they cast the Atraxa. Mending, Delta, ending, Solitude. Okay, so just go Cavern of Souls, Eldrazi. Miracle. So they have to Solitude their own Atraxa to not just die to Thoughtseize. And then we can Goryo's Vengeance. See if they see it. No, they oh, they do have Ephemerate actually. So yeah, if they go Ephemerate on the Atraxa, go to 9. See if they see it. We go to 33 life at least. Oh, they, okay. Yeah, they hit another Solitude, Ghost Vacuums and stuff. So, but I don't know if they've got enough white cards. We can at least get rid of a lot of stuff here. Right, they take a Traxxas and consign. I mean, oh, where's the Thoughtseize? Oh, they discarded it to hand size. Oh, they've got a really strong hand. Do I want to do this? I think so, because we might find another Thoughtseize or a Shock Land. Yeah, they've got the Shrine. Make sure we choose the Godless Shrine. Notably, yeah, so notably you can't fetch. So if we were there at 2, if we were to go fetch, you can't bring in, you can't pay into minus life. So we can't go fetch for a Shock Land to put them to -1. So we had to hit a Shock Land there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the opponent obviously, I didn't see them discarding to hand size. I didn't see that as an option to get rid of the Thoughtseize, but you know, with the Ephemerate, I think I don't know, I feel like the play was potentially to go Goryo's Vengeance, the other Atraxa. It just gives you so much more mana to play with what you find. But, you know, I don't know. It's definitely possible that I'm not seeing something there. So, yeah, but, I mean, we're 3-0. I am blundering through. I have to say, I'm not playing the best, but the deck is holding me up. So, yeah, that's good. Move on to round number 4. Right, on the play here, and yeah, hand's good. Hand's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's mid-rangey rather than combo. You know, you have a Nurse's Saga. Just kind of lead. We have 2 Kozilek's Commands and a Eldrazi Temple, though, so that's really good. Put it moles to 5. Probably just going to try and go Flesh Raker into command. Lead off with the temple because if we find another one, could be really handy. Into a Windswept Heath. I think I'm just going to play the Flesh Raker. And then next turn goes Saga. Could be Saga Mycospawn. Oh, we're against Neoform. Okay. Want to kick this Mycospawn as quick as possible. It might even be that I Stirrings here. Look for a... Okay, so that's actually quite good. Because that can name Grizzlebrand. I think I'm just going to go Stirrings. We find the Broodscale. We'll go Pithing Needle on Grizzlebrand. And I'm just going to do this now. Scry X draw, make some spawn. Because if we find Vexing Bauble, I really want to play that. I'm going to bottom that one. Yeah, I mean, we could just die. I mean, I could have cycled this Kozilek's Command again. You know, if they have like untapped land, okay, without doing that, okay, they play a Hooting Mandrills, so that probably means they have Neoform. Well, there's Blades. Right, let's try and do that. Right, so you go Broodscale here, play the Blade. Yeah, we should be good. Blade. Opponent has to interact with this. Yeah. Okay, so we just combo them on turn 4. So this is one I think I haven't played the matchup much, but I get the impression. Grafdigger's Cage, yeah, Grafdigger's Cage, Vexing Bauble. So I get the impression that we want to mulligan quite aggressively for these sideboard cards. Don't want Dismember. We'll have Warping Well because it counters their sorcery spells. Drum Lantern into a Hooting Mandrill's build is okay, but Haywire Might doesn't do anything. I kind of want another Mycospawn. I think we get rid of Ballista. Pithy Needle's okay. All that stuff's fine. Let's try that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't played the matchup too many times, but I get the impression we really want to dig for our kind of hate pieces. This is an interesting one because if they go off on turn, if they try and go off on turn 2, we can potentially counter the Neoform. Sorry, on turn 3, we can counter Neoform or Evolution. But I think I'm going to mulligan because you haven't really got much else. This hand is fine-ish. Like it's got the combo in and Ancient Stirring to find another land. I get the impression we can do better though. Lots of draws and we still haven't found. I'm going to keep this bottom Mycospawn. And could even be Saga, honestly. Maybe it wasn't meant to be Saga because we could have played Saga on one. Let's take Blade. Unfortunately, we do miss on, yeah, like Vexing Bauble or something. Looks like it's going to go off on turn 2. Pact for Rider. Cast the Rider. Neo form. They have one card in hand. Okay, so there's Grizzlebrand. So they do need to find a consign to memory. I assume they find it here. I mean, if it's too late, right? I'm just going to cast the Broodscale. I don't want to show the opponent that we've brought in Vexing Bauble. Okay, they do have consign. They're attacking for 8, but then they get to draw a load more. Floodmore or we take 16. Another Temple. Not quite enough though, is it? Temple, Broodscale. So we can make 5 mana for Eldrazi. So go. I don't think this is good enough. Scryx draw, make some things. Are they going to make one thing? Yeah, this isn't enough. Not nearly. It's going to concede. So yeah, that's the risk. We just get. I mean, it's really helpful that we won game 1. I think I'm going to. Devour is actually quite good. I think I'm going to trim the drum and bring in a Mycospawn on the play. Maybe that's too slow. Maybe we're meant to ram with drum. But I like keeping the Devourers in because they dig for things like Vexing Bauble and they power up Labyrinth. Okay, easy mulligan here. Okay, this is this hand's fine. It has Vexing Bauble in it. So I'm gonna just go. I mean, they do have Into the Floodmore, but I'm just gonna go Grove, Bauble. I mean, the lands aren't great, but we do have a colourless land at least. Just gonna bottom one of these blades. Eldrazi Temple is one of our better draws. But there's definitely better hands than this. If you know, if one of these hands, if one of these lands was an Eldrazi Temple, I'd be really happy. Just going to lead on Grove. Does it matter what we lead on? I don't think so. I guess if we want to Stirrings next turn, if we draw Stirrings, it'll be better to. Better to play the Forest. Vexing Ball really handy here, stops the Pact, stops the Rider. Also wouldn't mind Warping Whale. Don't think I'm playing the Blade this turn. Labyrinth. Maybe I am meant to play the Blade because in case we draw, I'm gonna play it. I think. Yeah, not. I mean, they could just go into the Floodmoor, go off. Well, they have Breeding Pool. Natural State. Oh, just destroy. Okay, so we can draw a card at least. Draw Kozilek's Command, which isn't bad, but hopefully they don't just go off here. Okay, Pact. Yeah, this is the problem with this matchup, that they can just, they can just have it. It's going to go and get Grizzlebrand here. And draw 7. They do need to draw a Consign to Memory from. They need to have a Consign to Memory. They can't draw any more. Let's see if they've drawn a Consign to Memory. There's Broodscale. So what we go. Again, we can't quite do it. So we want to go Kozilek's Command. So any way to win? There's no way to win this turn. We could go just hold up Kozilek's Command and then try and win next turn. Like go K Command for 1, scry and draw. And then go Broodscale. Next turn, Broodscale, equip, sack the Spawn, yeah. We'll see if they've got the Consign. I assume they do. They probably run 4. Okay, well, they tapped there to make us think they had it. They didn't have it, and that is the downside. This is why, I mean, we could have easily lost there, but this is why I prefer the decks with like a backup plan and not all in. This is going to crush a lot of decks, and they felt they had to go for it on turn 2 before we could assemble our combo. But yeah, happy with that. Like, sometimes the deck just does lose to itself, which was why I was quite surprised to see so many players on it at the Pro Tour. But yeah, we'll move on and play for the trophy. Right, on the draw here, we don't have any coloured mana. I'm going to keep it. Saga can potentially go and get Springleaf Drum. We haven't got the play that we saw a couple of matches ago where you can go Saga on 1 and then Labyrinth imprint something. So I think we're just going to go. Oh, I don't know if we want to play Blade. Possibly not. We'll see what we're against. Sunken Citadel on white. Okay, so this is probably the land destruction style deck. That's a good draw. So if they go Field of Ruin, I think I'm going to... I'm just going to play the Blade. Kind of want to use my mana. And this is where the mono green version shines, assuming that is what this is. Yeah, Field of Ruin. Because we have 5 basics. Okay, looks like they are going for it here. I suppose Prismatic Ending I probably should have played around. Okay, there's a Flesh Raker. Don't really think I want to play that. I think I just want to go land. Don't really want them destroying our Eldrazi Temple. Could go land Flesh Raker. Or we could just go, I think I'm just going to go Rumble off of maybe even Saga. Yeah, I'm going to go Saga because that's a juicy Field of Ruin target. Have they got... Oh, I should have played around March of Otherworldly Light. Yeah, that was dumb. Because now we don't get any mana either. Oh, I forgot about this deck and what it runs. Ghost Quarter, sure. Another Blade. So now we want to go... I think I'm just going to go Labyrinth. Rumble. We have a Broodscale. I think I just... Oh, they go to the graveyard, which is annoying. I think I'm just going to take the Forest. Or do just take another Broodscale. I think with the lands, I'm just going to take a Forest. Yeah, that Saga play was daft. I wasn't thinking about March. I was thinking about Prismatic Ending. Yeah. White Orchid Phantom. Yeah. We have. Yeah, definitely glad we run enough basics. Okay, so here we definitely do this. How much mana do we have? 5. Can we go for the win here? So we go this. Yeah, I think we do. Or we could just go Flesh Raker first. Flesh Raker, play that. Flesh Raker, play thingy. No, because we don't quite have enough mana for that. They have to have Solitude here. I wonder if I can play around. They could have Reprieve. Okay, Reprieve is good. Are we just playing it again? I think so. So we are threatening the win. I wanted to use my mana. Like Solitude is a problem. Maybe I was meant to take an extra Broodscale. Oh, main deck Wrath of the Skies is brutal. At least we have a decent follow-up. Oh, now we don't because they Ghost Quarter our land. Need to draw a colourless land would be good. Definitely didn't want that. Let's go Rumble. Yeah, we just need to take the Temple here. So now we can go Temple. I don't want to get my Kozilek's Command reprieved. I'm just going to go Flesh Raker into Blade. Blade is free to cast. I suppose if they have another Wrath, this isn't great. Which enchant? Okay, that's okay. We're not really on the Fleshraker plan. Let's get rid of Ugin's Labyrinth. Devourer. Okay, now we just get to start kind of storming off. Like double Fleshraker is just so much damage. And then we'll go for a huge, well, as big as we can. Scry Extraw, make some spawn. Okay. Always yield. 7. I think we have one of these already. So what do we want to do? In the face of this relic, I don't think I'm that interested in finding Emrakul. So I think I'm going to bottom that, and then we'll go top. Although 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I don't think we're too interested in doing that. Opponent goes to 7. I'm not going to attack into this. I want to keep my Fleshraker around. Yeah, so yeah, putting Emrakul back. They go Field of Ruin. But we don't really care about Field of Ruin. I guess we do need colourless, but we have enough spawn. And yeah, playing 5 basics as opposed to the... If we were on the one of the other versions, we would have just died. We draw another temple anyway. So let's go kick. Might as well pay all of this. Exile Castle Ardenvale. What do we need to get? I guess we could just get Saga now they're out of land destruction. It's going to deal another damage. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but it would have been an extra couple points. Just accidentally click through. I don't think it was lethal. They go to 4, they go to 3. So yeah, we were 1 short anyway. Hopefully it won't matter. Yeah, just a misclick on Modo there. Okay, so against this deck, we could consider vexing Bauble because of the Solitudes. I could consider... I feel like Sire of Seven Deaths is probably fine. Emrakul's okay, but they are running Manic Relic. They're probably running at 1 of Ketramos or 1 or 2 Ketramos. Haywire Might's not great though, because they can just sack the Relic in response. Warping Whale. Soul Guide Lantern. They sometimes run, well, they sometimes run, what's the 3-mana artifact that lets you play lands from your graveyard? Crucible of Worlds, but I don't think it's impactful enough. Could consider Dismember. Bring in this. Probably a Microspawns to search for more lands. And then I think I'd rather have the Sires than the Devourers. We can cast Sire potentially without colourless mana. Well, it's unlikely that we need to. Okay, easy mulligan here. Fairly easy keep. think we're going to put back... So Ballista can act as just 0 mana, add 2 mana for Emrakul. But I think it's not. We're still quite far away from that. Although we do have the Rumble, but that can obviously put stuff in. Okay, that's a good draw. I think I'm just going to lead on... no, not Blade. I suppose we could have considered trimming Urza's Saga. I think I meant to just take Grove. Just because they're trying to disrupt our lands. Okay, we'll go Grove again and then Rumble, which they'll reprieve. Another Field of Ruin. Okay, so now we're just going to go Temple. I'm just going to start casting Sowing Mycospawns. We could go and get Labyrinth for Emrakul, but no, it's going to keep going and getting temples. And I think I'm going to use my mana here. Let's cast a Blade. Maybe I wasn't meant to, actually, because then I could have Kozilek's commanded. Path to Exile. Yep, I'll have that one. So now they'll probably demo field our temple. Khan the Great Creator. Okay, didn't think about that one. What are they going to get? Yeah, they do get Crucible of Worlds. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We could kick a Mycospawn. I could just play a Rumble. I haven't actually played a land, so I could Rumble for a land and then Mycospawn. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, we'll take Saga, play Saga, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so let's go for a Mycospawn here. I'm going to exile Ghost. So Demolition Field they can play, but it costs mana to activate. I think I'm just going to exile. Could be a Plains, so that it's harder for Wrath of the Skies. They can play a Field of Ruin. I'm just going to exile the Plains. And then we'll go and grab another temple. Pass. 5 card types in the graveyard. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, okay, they make that a creature. They're going to path it? Wrath of God? Okay, that's fine. I was going to cast Emrakul the Promised End. So let's go. Emrakul is 7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go Emrakul. Now, notably, we cannot search the opponent's graveyard. I'm not going to play the Broodscale in case they have Wrath of God or something. So we go minus. Okay, opponent just concedes. So yeah, happy with that. Well, very happy. Definitely didn't play my best, but still managed to walk away with the trophy. That's yeah, the deck's feeling really, really good. You know, we ran the gauntlet. Mono white is a little bit of a left field, obviously, but yeah, ran the gauntlet with some of the popular modern matchups. Or yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much locking in this this list for Liverpool. Might want to change around the sideboard. Like I kind of want more Vexing Baubles. I'm not sure about these sires. Thief Existence I haven't brought in much, but it's just so good. You know, in game 3, if we'd gone to a game 3 there, would have brought that in just to deal with Khan. But yeah, really, really happy with that. Let me know if you've got any questions, suggestions, any resources on the deck. I'm always happy to hoover those up and take any advice. So yeah, do let me know. Let me know if you'll be going to Liverpool, what you're planning to play, or any of the other big sort of spotlight or whatever coming up. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers.